Ladies and gents, welcome to CG Reaction, and this is The Fire, Miscellaneous Mondays for the channel SamONella Academy. I share an anecdote about a fire in my youth. Yeah, so this video is about fire. Sam's gonna talk about a fire. Why not? I saw a video about Sam, he's talking about straws. And I'm like, what the fuck? But apparently that was a great video. So yeah, any topic Sam tackles is gonna be awesome. So this is about the fire. I reacted to almost all videos. I highly doubt any 1 or 2 videos only left. I reacted to also near 60 videos from Sam. If you haven't seen them, check them out. It's in the cards, you know, the playlist I've created for it. Check out the link in the description with all of my videos. Check out the end cards, I guess. And all of you people who loves my SamONella reactions, I'm just gonna say thank you for your support, because since I started to react to SamONella videos, my views has gone really up, you know, subscriber count has gone up. So thank you for all of your support. And if I, you know, look a bit phased out right now, let's just say I'm on tramadol right now, pain medication, so I might be a bit phased out. But yeah, so let's watch this one, and I hope this is a good one because the mood is not great right now. I was out in heat. I just came home and mood is not that great, but SamONella video always makes the mood bright, I guess. So let's watch this one.
Hey kids, let me tell you a story. This is about something that happened when I was around 11. One day I was just walking through the woods with my dog, not a care in the world, when I see this guy approaching from the other end. He was all by himself, and he had a football. And every now and then he would just toss the football up in the air, catch it, and then keep walking. When I walked past him, he muttered something along the lines of, "Hey kid, you want some football?" I assume he was propositioning me to a game of catch. Or maybe he just didn't like that football very much, I'm not quite sure. But between this guy's strange nature and the fact that he was 17 and I was around 11, I turned him down. I took the dog home, and later that day, me and my friend were back at the woods, just hitting shit with sticks, I guess. I don't know, whatever kids do. We were mostly chilling in the same place, and a little ways in, I see the guy walk past again. I think it's a bit strange, but as he turns the corner, I neglect to mention anything to my friend about my previous encounter. Around 2 minutes later, I hear some grown man shouting angrily, and my friend and I turn to look. Somehow, we were so engrossed in our nothing we were doing, that we somehow failed to notice the giant plumes of smoke rising up from where that guy turned the corner. I'm talking huge, like if a member of the Vape Nation happened to see these clouds, he'd probably go into diabetic shock. The shouts were coming from our neighbor, whose house bordered on the woods, and he must have spotted the smoke before we did. So he's shouting things along the lines of,
"What the fuck do you think you're doing? I'm gonna call the fucking cops on you. What is this?"
That's when the guy goes fucking ballistic.
Alright, so that kid apparently, you know, set somebody's house on fire. So, what, he has anger issues, has some mental issues, what's happening here?
No, please! I don't want to go to jail! It was an accident!
Not an anger
and a
issue.
few high-pitched screeches, which I don't think I'm able to replicate. My friend and I walk over to get a closer look. We see the guy standing on the edge of this huge ground fire. I'm talking at least 10 meters in diameter.
Okay.
Pitch black grass, smoke rising up, flames still around the edges. Now this guy must have been like a Boy Scout or something, because, like I said, it was about a minute and a half between him turning the corner and hearing the guy shouting. Maybe the football was just a propane tank he painted brown. Could have been a pyromancer for all I know.
Or maybe small nuclear football. Okay, yeah. I mean, that is incredible, man. I mean, he must have lighter or something with himself, I guess. He can't just take wood and, you know, I guess there are Boy Scouts there who can do that. I don't know. So I don't know why he did that. There's maybe autism. It could be autistic, who knows.
It was about that time that my friend and I realized that, as two young hip delinquents, it was not in our best interest to be standing in the near vicinity of a forest fire.
That is smart.
So we skedaddled.
That is smart. I cannot, you know, tell you enough stories of people when I knew when I was a kid that, you know, just went to some place to see what's happening and just, you know, hanged around, and later was blamed for the incidents. They're like, we just arrived here. Like, yeah, you just arrived, why you were here, and things, this and that. So let's just say if you're kids and when shit goes down, it's not best to just stand around there if anybody's not around and witnessing the thing, because you'll get blamed for it. So that is weird. But that was smart. Just, you know, get the F out, I guess. I mean, yeah, there was that guy who saw it, but the guy cannot just 100% say that the kid is alone. He could have said, I don't know, those kids might be with that kid. So yeah, it's best to just, you know, fuck off.
As we heard sirens approach in the distance, I couldn't help but wonder what this guy's motive was. A few days later, I found out the guy lived somewhat nearby, and that he had mild autism. Yeah.
There you go. See, I knew that. I've seen that coming. Autism is a real fucking issue, man. Mental issues are really, you know, autism is, you know, people who have autism is kind of weird. I mean, they are one of the most peaceful people you can find, and sometimes they are the most volatile people you can find. And it's not that they want to do something bad, they just do it, and then afterwards they're confused. Then some of the people, like, they don't want to do something bad, they realize they're trying to do bad, like, you know, vandalizing something, setting something on fire. They don't want to do that, but I guess a voice in their head tells them that yeah, they have to do it somehow, and they do it even though they don't want to do it. It's weird, man. So, you know, mental issues are real massive thing in, you know, USA. School shootings are really common nowadays. In past decade, there's so many, lots of them were, you know, found out that they have, you know, autism, I think. So what was a Sandy Hook massacre or something like that, which a guy was, you know, guy had autism. I remember, you know, remember Jim Jeffries bit on that, like, you know, if there was some regulations on gun, he couldn't have bought the gun because people with autism can just walk around saying I want guns. Like, they can't just go to black market. Black market is not some market in some place that you can just go and buy a gun if you have autism. So yeah, I mean, autism is a real issue in the world. I mean, you know, lots of people die because of people who has autism, and it's really weird thing because if something bad happens, you want to blame somebody, like that's a piece of shit, that's an asshole. But when you realize that somebody has mental issues and they are, like in this video shown, that after doing something bad they are confused and scared, I mean, yeah, you can get pissed, but does that even make sense anymore? Because they have mental issues. They are not inherently evil. They didn't do that for evil purposes. They just did that because, I don't know, their mind, they're fucked in the mind, I guess. They don't realize what they're doing or something like that. So yeah, autism and mental issues are real big problem. And I think, you know, every government, like in United States, Europe, even in India and things like that, China, governments should, you know, have mandatory, you know, I guess mental checkups, going to the shrinks and things like that, because out of all the issues, mental issues are one of the most common things. Everybody has some form of mental issues that they don't know about. Everybody has mild form of OCD. I mean, when you read things about OCD, you realize that you have some form of OCD there. Jim Jeffries also said that, you know, people might be just diagnosing autism as just simple behavior. Like, people could be asshole and that could be diagnosed as autism. But that could be turned around as well. People think some people are assholes, but, you know, those people have some kind of mental issues. So I think, you know, because of the drugs, because of the contaminated water, air, lots of, you know, home, you know, issues, parents issues. The thing is, you know, mental issues can rise up pretty easily, especially nowadays. So this is a massive issue.
That cleared a good bit up for me, because I have a couple friends on the spectrum, and they're good people, but sometimes they just do things.
Yeah.
Nowhere near full-blown arson, mind you. More just along the lines of screaming fuck at the teacher and then walking out in the middle of class. But you get the idea.
Yeah.
So the moral of the story here, kids, is that if somebody wants to play catch with you, you let them.
Yeah.
Or else they might unleash the fucking inferno.
Yeah, this was Sam's fault. Sam is the reason why that was on fire. I mean, it is weird, man, these things. I mean, yeah, let's just say if Sam played, you know, ball with him, maybe he wouldn't have gone out and set things on fire, but maybe he would have done that next day. Who the fuck knows? Yeah, man, seriously, autism is a real issue. Mental issues are real issues, man. Everybody has some form of OCD or something. I mean, it's just, yeah. Alright, I guess that was the SamONella video, the fire. We talked about the fire and apparently end up with autism and mental issues talk. So yeah, there you go. Alright people, if you like my reaction, don't forget to like and subscribe. Check out other reaction I did about SamONella. I guess there was about 60 videos I did. There's a link in the there's a playlist in the cards. Check them out. There's a link in the description with all of my videos. Check out the other playlist in the cards about internet history and SCP and things like that. Check out the end card that is on right now, I guess. And yeah, I'll see you next time.